Welcome back to the channel. All right. Sentry's done ramping. I got him off the phone. I got him off TikTok. Is that joke still okay to make? I don't know. I feel a little, I don't know. I'm not on TikTok. I don't know these things. You guys got to inform me. What is going on? Truth Comic in Darken. Riddick, what's up, dude? Ice Twee. Thanks, bud. I'm looking forward to getting this done. Planning, imagine who would do such a thing. I don't know, man. I don't know, but for everyone tuning in right now, watching on the playback and all those things, I want you to see my units in the upper right, left. Wow, if I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna be able to hide this one. I don't feel well. I woke up feeling like absolute crap, garbage, as they say. Coffee didn't help, medicine didn't help, nothing has helped, but I really wanted to do this today. So I was like, what better way to help cure a horrible, horrible headache and feeling sick than to get on and do the most difficult content in MCoC and do it live in front of people. That sounded and made a lot of sense to me. And what I'm pointing out is my units right here. For those of you who've been following and pay attention to such things, when I started Epoch, I had a little over 18,000. I told you all, it's like my first run against, what's his name? Ares. I don't even know how many revives I spent. I enjoyed it, and I've gone over that multiple times. I'm not going to rehash the whole thing here. I actually enjoyed the fight. I thought it was really good. I also got a dex once. And it was like kind of on accident. And then what I've just done is focused on improving every single time. Now this sale, and there's a reason why I've come to this, I did go ahead and I've done my first rank 4. I wanted to decide it. I wanted to. And so I went out and I got, I think it was this one. Yeah, it was incredibly expensive. We did it on call with Campo. We had a great time, and I've had my first rank 4. Hopefully you've seen the video. It's really meaningful to me. That dropped my unit significantly. The other thing that then happened is, and I'm not going to like try to do like a big reveal on this, is I decided to go ahead and awaken Ultron. I didn't get Ultron from the sale. Oh, I didn't awaken Ultron from the sale. And I told you all, I like Ultron. I think he does a ton of damage. He's a good character. But having him awakened at high sig was what would get me excited, like my account, and I would use him a lot. And if I ever go back to war, would be really helpful. And I was only able to get him to sig like, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was either 80 or 120. I don't recall which. And so what I did is I then went in and I used all the rest of those units, because my units dropped down to, I think, like 16,000 and change, if I recall correctly. I don't remember exactly. And so I used them, the rest I could, and I bought this out. My Ultron is now Sig 200. I'm really excited about that. He's rank 3, but that's what these units came to. And the other part of what really made me feel like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this was I was getting better at Ares. Now, my best run, I think I still used like 15 revives. I've been very efficient about them. I used a lot of team revives. I haven't healed at all. I wanted to try to learn. And this goes to the pinned comment, and it's in the description too. Simula, thank the good God, has finally put out an Ares guide. His guides are so phenomenal. I watched it, and it helped me out so much. And just like understanding even the flow of the fight, I really started getting better at it. And if I get to it today, which I'm hoping to do, I think we're gonna have time to do it. Do not gauge the performance you see from me as being reflective of the guide. What you should do on reflective of the guide is this guy spent like 50 revives his first attempt, maybe more, likely more. And now he's only spending 30. And so much of it is due to Simula's guide and it helping me understand the fight better and better and better. Campo has done a tremendous video on using Omega Sentinel on the path we're going to do today. And then Outline has done a great planner in conjunction with a lot of YouTubers and MCoC personalities that you know. And so you want to check that out. I've used the planner too for my final few runs. All right, I'll say hello to the couple more people who are coming in, and then we're going to get this done. Wait a minute, I can awaken Ultron with the gem in the placer? Yeah, yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. And he's, where is that guy? Come here, Ultron. Why are you hiding? Don't hide from the people. And so, yeah, and I wanted him at Sig 200. Because this is something we talk about a lot, right? When we're talking about like using Awakening Gems, 6 stones, is one, someone you enjoy. I do enjoy Ultron. 2, does this like open up new stuff? Does it either help them what they're trying to do and do it a lot better, a lot easier, right? Or is this opening up whole new fights for them? For me, this is opening up whole new fights. Additionally, I think this makes him a better possible defender in Battlegrounds. He's obviously more of an attacker, but this whole like energy damage back heal thing, you might be able to trap someone every once in a while. I'm not going to call him like this amazing dual threat. That's not what I'm saying. It's just this served a huge purpose for me. And it's like, I want to take him to rank 3. That's what I wanted. So I'm going to put my stones there. Who has the planner? It is in Outlines video. So go give him a try. He's really making an effort in the YouTubes there. And doing a lot of war videos, talking about how to take fights and those sorts of things. I'm really enjoying it. We're trying to support him as much as possible. He's in for Loki and put forth a lot of effort. And you see people doing that, you want to support that sort of thing. Fun to see rank 4 Kushala. I've had a lot of fun with my rank 4 Kushala. What's up, Mike? Thanks for being here, bud. Grass here. What's up, Grass? What's up, Wet Noodle? And I'm sure I said hello to Truth, but if I didn't, what's up, Truth? You got it, Jason. Okay, I think I said it. What's up, dog? And Jason, good luck in the round. Hope you're doing better than mine. Thanks. Oh, last thing. I'm glad you actually brought that up. If we do get through, and I'm going to try to stop talking as much and try to just play the game. And, you know me, I'm not going to be able to ignore you guys. Because that's what I enjoy is the interacting. If I are done, I will do the opening today. I almost guarantee, it is like 99.9% certain, I will not be taking someone to rank 4 today. I also don't think I care which class I get, because in every single class, there are champions I want to rank 4, and I don't want to rank 1 to rank 4 more than the others that I want to rank 4. Mystic was the one for me. Mystic was the one that I was like, in a sea full of champions I love, this is the one that like just hits the hardest for me. Even skill? Yeah. So just real quick, so people will be like, what is this dude talking about? And I've seen a lot of confused questions on my videos of late. I would be very interested in taking Crossbones to rank 4. You know how much I love him. I put 6 stones into him. I think he's the best skill champion for Battlegrounds, or definitely attacker. I've recently taken Cheel to rank 3. I knew she was good, but experiencing it for yourself, she feels like a champion where you bringing her up in ranks, you feel the difference. Like, this is something we're talking about a little bit more, which is cool. I can see it, like Karate Mike talked about in his rank 4 video, like best champions to rank 4, and myself and the Illuminati will continue to cover as well. Like, you know, when you're looking to split the hairs in champions you want to rank, that's something that you can look at if you want to. Champions that seem to like almost benefit more than your typical benefit, because everyone's going to benefit. And then Shang-Chi, you have to go back. You've had to have been with me for a long time to know how much I love Shang-Chi. And Black Panther, no joke, I would very much consider. I do have a skill awakening gem, so there's that. I love Masakre, y'all, and I have not done those Karina's challenges, okay? I love Masakre. You'd have to be super new to the channel to not know I love Masakre. So there's that. And then, of course, Okoye, who will be in the Titan coming up. And then Patriot. Yes, I really do like Patriot. He's incredibly unique. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. There's no one else in the game that like gets stronger from debuff staying on them. And I don't think Leader and his like severe debuffs and all that was just a like, you know, a one-off. You know, like we're seeing it in the war map. Often one of the things I think war videos can be really helpful in is they can help you in questing as well, because a lot of the war videos I like, there's a lot of good ones that aren't the style that I like, okay? But like I see Sim in the chat, right? I like watching Sim's war videos because I learn about how to take defenders and nodes, and then that can help me in my questing content and things like that. And so when I see that war map change, yeah, I'm excited, maybe intrigued and going back to tier 1 myself. But I see that as like, okay, cool. This is probably going to start coming into the game and questing and things like that too. I want to be prepared. I want to be ready for it. And then Patriots even getting a buff. And lastly, but not least, I recently saw this. And, you know, I like to shout out when I see people doing good things. It doesn't mean I don't see everyone who does good things. A lot of people do good things. I don't see them. But his name is I think it's, it's like D-E or D-A. People's Champ. I believe it's P-P-L''S Champ. Really, it's a long story, but it's been doing some really cool stuff. Seems like the channel's been around for quite a while. Maybe took a break. And he did a video on a rank 1 Patriot doing tremendous damage. He does run recoil tree pretty regularly. So that could be part of it as well, but I did want to shout that out. All right, hey, actually really quick, super quick. You guys know me, super quick means it's gonna take like an hour. Should I start over or keep going? I wanted to make sure Sentry would actually work on this lane. I mean, it was pretty clear that he would, but as you all know, I'm not a big believer. And so I did these. It went actually pretty quick. I'm happy to start over. I haven't used a single revive yet. Like I said, I feel like crap. And the Destroyer fight got away from me a little bit. How many charges in Sentry? I don't even know, man. That's a great question. I don't. Do they matter for this sim? Because this is the lane where it's just the debuffs. Looks like he has 0. I assume that's 0. Yeah, thanks, Ace. I'm not concerned about solos. I'm aware. I know strongly that I am not going to be soloing many of these fights, and so I want to have fun. The whole unit thing. That's what I was trying to tell you guys is my goal was to not have to buy units to finish Epoch. Unless I spend 7,000 units today, I will not be. So that feels great. I'm really excited about it. And that's what allowed me to go back in and get all those deals for to get Ultron Sig up. I think I don't know. I haven't spent many units on this at all. It's been pretty awesome. I did buy the love deals and get all those love potions and things like that. And then I, of course, had a stash to head into this. Yeah. I'm not looking to waste them either, Ace. Start over and make warm up. You know, keep going's winning though. I think people probably want to see the opening and they know that this sometimes I have to go at a second's notice. Jason, I know I think my most like invested viewers are here to hear like the chat and talk and the banter back and forth and go over that, you know, like when I put out a tier list video, the watch duration of it starts off insane, like outrageously high for YouTube. And then slowly over the course of the month, it dwindles down to a very low number. And that's because I know like my most invested viewers are the ones who click on it right away or early on, and they tend to watch the whole thing or a good portion of it. And then folks who are, yeah, that's cool. Not everyone's gonna make it, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm aware not everyone loves me. I've lived life. I am familiar. Even my wife, I'm pretty sure some days doesn't love me. What's up, OG Highline? How you doing, dude? We'll give it about 30 more seconds and we'll stop the poll and bloom. The community is the best part of this game. The content creators give us a place to. I love that, dude, Kurd. And I see you on a lot of streams, man. I do. And it is cool. Like MSD was on call the other day. And I think it was Bog gave a nice donation to myself. Actually, geez, see what kind of YouTuber am I? I don't even have that up there on the board. You're supposed to have that up there. And it reminded me that I had seen Bog making a tremendous amount of donations on MSD stream. And I was like, that was cool. It was cool to see like that back and forth of like fellow content creators creating entertainment, creating a place to hang out, and the people who enjoy hanging out and having a great time. It's one of the main reasons you've heard so many of us talk so highly about the Battle and Brawl that was in Vancouver. Like it was so cool to meet so many people in person. Nah, she loves you. You're right. You're absolutely right, Truth Con. She's just not like you, and I understand that feeling. All right. Shoot, keep going is winning, and but I think it's well within the margin of error. I do think we should start over, if for no other reason than literally what Sim said is the warm up. My R4 Kushalas carry through BG grind right now, over 50,000 points against R3 Servant. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Kaz, I'm now an R4 Maw owner. Oh, very nice. What's up, Brennan? Brennan, did you join my Discord the other day? I was pretty sure I recognized your name, dude. Thanks for being there. If I had a skill Awakening Gem, I would maybe save it for Crossbones or another character and not use on Chill or Monkey. Any other options? You know, if you're like a big BG's player, you could maybe use it on a Tuma. I'm keeping my eye on those skilled defenders. I think they're still good, don't get me wrong. They're nowhere near bad. But if Kabam's going to keep putting out mutants who are just going to obliterate them, it could be a small problem. Who obliterate them and also can take a variety of other fights. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, I don't think a Tuma takes a big hit if there's an attacker who comes out who can handle a Tuma, but then struggles with all the other defenders. If they keep putting out mutants that can handle the other ones, that might start being an issue, right? Because one of the things in Battlegrounds is you can only have 30 champions in your deck, and also it only matters if you care that much about Battlegrounds, right? Like, you've seen me come way down. I still love Battlegrounds, I still love playing Battlegrounds, but like how much it influences my analysis and thoughts on the game and rank ups just come down significantly. Adam, yeah, what's up, Adam? Thanks for being here. And yes, if you guys still have, and Sims started doing guides on runs. Path 1 came out today. If you don't know Simula, get to know Simula. Go subscribe. Seriously, you're gonna save so many items. So many items. It's I'm literally laughing because it's so funny. Sentry Path, what's up, MCoC Encyclopedia? All right, dude. Let's see, Sentry. Sentry places debuffs on his... When the hell does this guy place his dude? He's still on his phone, man. I can't do the voice. Gotta put the timestamp for folks watching on the playback. The power of a million suns. Sentry does debuffs on, I think it's like his first medium. There it is. How does this guy work, man? This is amazing. Like, and this is, again, I was telling you guys, I don't feel well and I have a horrible headache. This is how bad it was, is I literally did these fights like an hour ago. I was also watching DLL finish up his run and also walked my dog, but that should not excuse totally forgetting this. It's all basic attacks? Yeah, MC Encyclopedia, if you're willing to do that, dude, let's make this easier on the people. Also, could be a good time to shout out your own Sentry videos, which I know you've done and have been pretty awesome. I just have no interest in Sentry. All right, so, well, if you're not familiar with MCoC Encyclopedia, you also should be. Give that man a subscribe. What's up, buddy? You there?
Testing. We all good?
I hear you well. Chat, you let us know if like the music's too loud or you can't hear MCoC.
So, Sentry places basic debuffs on all basic attacks in his first form. Every time you place a debuff, you gain a buff. You need 6 buffs. She can never auto-block you. So just parry, medium, light to start with.
Why not just do 5-hit combos?
You needed to build buffs, but you've got more than enough debuffs now, so absolutely fine. Into block, you'll get shocked, and that'll rotate into unblockable. When
I did this morning, because of her unblockable stage, I spent more attention to her power bar and just trying to keep her over 1 as best I could, so that I didn't need to worry about, her.
Yeah. I'd just build to special 3 and sit on that. If you get damaged, throw the special 3, huge stack of regens, jobs are good.
Now, for those, hold on real quick. For folks listening right now, oh, that wasn't smart. Why did I do that? As much as I joke around about Sentry, he actually can do really cool stuff, and MCoC Encyclopedia actually has shown him doing really cool stuff. So if you're interested in more how to use him without this sort of lane confining how you can do damage, definitely give him a subscribe and And make sure you watch those videos. All right, buddy. If you get back to it.
You're too kind.
You know what,
doing
dude?
impressive things, go watch Nag's video instead.
Yeah, you know what though, dude? Like, honestly, you guys share so much knowledge, and that's one of the things I really enjoy doing is sharing all that knowledge. And so I'm not going to keep it to myself. I'm going to let people know.
That's fair enough. If you're going for full combos, if you do really slow attacks, like you're trying to transfer the Bane timer, you can actually get bursts of damage on your first, third, and fifth attack. So you can get 3 bursts per combo rather than 2, which can rapidly speed things up. Just nice, slow attacks.
Good analogy to
the timing.
The Bane timer.
Even slower if you can.
Okay. I think we got it there.
At this point, she's almost down anyway. It's going very nicely.
I actually
there
did,
we go.
On my other lane, what is it? Cosmic and shoot, man. Seriously, when I get a headache like this, I can't think at all. Like I can't remember anything. I just did this lane like yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Anyways, I did not enjoy this fight at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure who I'm... I think I'm going to end up having to use Null for this lane, for the Cosmic one. But
oh, that's right. I used Null. Zuzu and Jaeger were giving me great advice on the Discord server. Null was actually great for this lane. It was the Aegon fight that got a little fishy.
That's fair enough. I've heard interesting things about that Aegon. Sentry did him all right, actually, but...
I'm excited for that.
Well, basically every fight becomes the same. If you can punish the special one, you get 2 or 3 bursts of damage every combo. So you just punish 50 special ones and that's it. Every
Really?
fight's the same. Yeah. You need a miscounter for... what's he called? Northstar. And Sentry takes every single other fight. So personally I used Deathless She-Hulk for Northstar because it's fairly easy to punish a special one, and Deathless She-Hulk's Fear debuff is unique in that it also allows you to bypass miss. Plus she has plenty of her own debuffs to work with. There you go, easily done.
Dude, Deathless She-Hulk, she's going to be an interesting one for me because I want to be clear, I think she's great. Like, I will almost definitely not be taking her to rank 4 right now if I pull Science. She won't be in my like immediate group, and that's just because I have such a long history of really enjoying these other champions. But I think she's well worthy. Like people taking her to rank 4, I think make a ton of sense. That being said, here comes you're obviously setting up a but. The but is, I wonder if her like prestige, I don't mean like the in-game prestige, I mean like the way people think about her prestige, may come down slightly with this various long forms. Like we're obviously at a peak of long form content right now. It's really great. I'm enjoying it. It's gonna come down. And so I'm wondering if when, you know, in a month or two, it's questing, it's battlegrounds, it's Alliance War, if her prestige comes down slightly, and I mean slight, like, you know, and so I'm curious about that with her. And one of the things that keeps happening for me is like I keep forgetting that she can do that with Miss. Like, she's pretty nuts. I just don't think she's great in battlegrounds, and I think that's the worst thing you can say about a champion. That means they're probably pretty good. You know, do you guys use her in war? Like, how's that working out for you all?
So. The reason I have a rank 3 Deathless She-Hulk is for war assignments.
Okay.
Nothing else. That's why I took mine to rank 3. So
yeah.
I get okay use of her out of her in battlegrounds, but I'm not a battlegrounds aficionado. If you want, you know, it's not my area of expertise. But I imagine that in my sort of range where fights are 45 to 48 sort of thousand. She does okay. In the range where every fight's got to be 50k or bust, then not so good. Also, her Fear is fantastic in this fight because it cancels out Bubble Shield, which means you don't have to worry about that either, because it's an unblockable effect.
Yeah, because I didn't want to start this path last night because I knew I wanted to stream it. I was like, oh yeah, Battlegrounds. Oh, dude, if the accidental strikers already happened, this could be a bad run. And she didn't even make my deck. Now, I have a pretty mature deck and roster, obviously, and I've been ranking for Battlegrounds for quite a while. So that's not a slight on her. It's just kind of reflection on... maybe I'll end up putting her in the deck, because I think it's an unstoppable meta, but you can play around the node pretty easily. So, I don't know.
There looks like there's special effects on the opponents which might make her a bit better. But it's Fight or Flight and Limber. So that's not hugely restrictive. I honestly see people perhaps using, if you wanted to use a She-Hulk, use the other one for her instant, basically, access to slow.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it could be fun to kind of force her in, test her out. Because we started off, we did the Battlegrounds rankings, I think, last week, so it's been a bit of time on them. We started off with her as actually a 6. And it's already gotten a couple comments from people being like, are you sure about that? I was like, pretty sure. But I'm definitely going to test it.
There was a comment I heard a long time ago, actually for a different game, which was the concept of trickle-down balancing. Now, similar to trickle-down economics, I'm not here to discuss that in any way, shape, or form. But the idea was the same, which is, how do you balance a game? And their idea was, well, if the people at the absolute top pinnacle of the game say something is or is not balanced, then that idea should trickle down to the rest of the player base. So if the people at the top of Battlegrounds aren't or are using someone, that doesn't mean they're not usable by any means. You can use any champion. But if, someone like Liam said that, or Biro said that this champion is good or is not good, it's worth listening to them. That sort of reason.
It is worth listening to them?
It is, yes, because those at the top should help decide balance. Not decide as in talk to Kabam and say buff this champion, nerf that champion, but their thoughts and input on balance. Nicely done.
Just in case someone just watched this on the playback, while we talked about Reaganomics, which honestly was very low on my guess of things that would come up today on this stream. Remember, Photon's mediums can't miss, it just in general, right? So that's part of why she's so good for this. She's obviously placing the debuffs. I believe it's her third light that places the second debuff in her combo. So that looks like it. I don't even have to slow down my combo like we did on the previous fight. And then when you get into pure light form, which you saw me manually trigger at some point, none of her attacks miss. So it kind of helps. And then just try not to let him corner you. That's where the fight always goes a little... That fight, I remember it because he was like the boss of that EOP finale, if I remember correctly. And I think I used Fox, and the fight got a little dicey a couple times because I allowed him to corner me. Chat, I'm not ignoring you. You know I love you, but I would like to finish this to open it with all of you today. So I'm going to try to hustle through.
Try and pick up some chat for you while you concentrate.
Oh, no worries, man. On that concept, that's interesting. Like, I wonder if, though, how that fills through, in a game like ours. Like, it's like a lot of ideas, right, and theories, and is like, then you have to actually apply it to the game. And it could fit, or maybe you want to, like, maneuver it around a little bit. Because I think in a game like ours with so many different modes, this is gonna sound weird because you guys are like, dude, you love Trappy, we get it. But one of the things I love about Trappy's channel, amongst a variety of things, is he's very clear. He's like, my analysis is for high tier Battlegrounds. If you want to get better at Battlegrounds, if you want to compete in Battlegrounds, it is about Battlegrounds. Like, I am analyzing Falcon, Joaquin Torres, for Battlegrounds. And as time's gone on, he's even gotten to the point where he's like, look, I actually think this champion's pretty good. Like, in general, I just don't think he's going to be anyone's Battlegrounds deck. That kind of thing. And so I wonder, unless your top tier players are willing to do that, you really need to, like, filter it through. But it makes sense to me, like, the general idea of what you're saying, I believe, if I'm understanding it properly. Dude, I feel like I should use a Sentry for this.
So I've seen some people saying that Sentry cannot take this fight because for every buff on you, the Destroyer will be dealing you damage back and he gains protection and blah, 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 blah. That is not the case. He deals a percentage of the damage you deal to him back, and because you aren't dealing any damage, you don't take any damage back.
Okay.
It's like fighting Electro on Do You Bleed. Doesn't do anything.
Hold on, sorry.
It's a very old Map 7 reference.
One of my kids is home from school. It's a holiday week here. And I could hear them. Okay, I think everything's fine. Okay. I apologize. You hear your kid do a thing and you're like, what's going on? All right. So we're back. I will admit I missed probably everything you just said.
No, that's fair enough. So you can see on the left-hand side of your screen now, it's popping up saying Rupture, because from Destroyer's Sig, for every buff on you, he gains protection, you take Rupture damage. It's a bad time. In this fight, however, you're not actually dealing any damage, because your hits don't deal any damage. So the damage you take back is negligible. You take no damage back, because you aren't dealing any damage to him. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I think Simula just said in the chat that he used Sentry for this.
Yep, he also said I used this fight to ramp him up, which is quite impressive. I didn't bother ramping my Sentry at all for this entire quest.
Accidental. Yeah, dude. As soon as I had that first accidental striker, dude, oh my god, the game. This game, man.
Is the game gonna crash? Or
yeah, I could feel it coming. It's strange.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. All right.
That's unfortunate.
I don't think I'm slowing my combo enough. I'll continue to try to really get the full damage potential out of Sentry, which means I'm missing like a third maybe of the damage, if I'm understanding it correctly.
I mean, if you're planning on doing 4 hits and backing up, it doesn't matter whether you get your damage on hit 3 or hit 4, because you're only going to get 2 sets, because you get one on hit 1, one on then 3 or 4. But if you're doing a full 5-hit combo, then if you take it really slowly, you can get bursts on 1, 3, and 5.
Does it matter if I choose to just do the 4 hits? Because I might move to that. Because the problem, the potential danger in this fight is the power burst, like we just saw. So if I move to the 4-hit combo, do I need to end the combo in a medium or a light, or does it not matter?
Doesn't matter at all. So in this phase, Sentry puts debuffs on every single basic attack.
Okay. What's up, Heinz? Yeah, Sim, man, this game, man. What are we gonna do? Oh well. All right. And I can never remember with this guy. Do we want to Dex his special one or not Dex his special one?
You want to Dex his special one,
okay.
So that stops him gaining his own charges when you Dex the hits. But you have to properly Dex, not just avoid. Yeah. So it's usually pretty easy to get 2. Getting all 3, even with the root playing to your favor, can be quite tricky unless one of you is cornered.
I think I did it, dude.
You got it. You got it.
You see these skills?
So every time you go on.
I was just trying to be silly. It really wasn't that funny.
Okay, he's got 98. Here comes the power gain.
Yeah. I mean, it's that striker. Like, as soon as that happened early, I was like, that is a bad sign. Switching modes to get the Wither. Oh, how do you do that?
That's a really good point. So you'll have to drop a special when you've got 20 of your debuffs, or 20 of your buffs. That'll convert you into your second mode, where you only gain charges on your medium and light attacks, but that's basically everything for this fight. But you'll inflict withers rather than exhaustions.
All right, let's. I'm gonna go ahead and revive him, because this is where I was talking about, like, if I was trying to be as efficient as possible, we would move to Photon, obviously. But I'd rather show you all that, if I can pull it off, in case that way people want to do this themselves.
That's a really good point by Sim. Really good point.
What's he saying?
Because I used...
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, to switch modes to get withers.
So, does it matter which special I throw to switch the mode?
No, so whenever you throw... Well, not 3. So whenever you throw special 1 or special 2, you will dump your buffs and gain charges equal to your buff count. Once you gain 20 total, but it's fairly easy to do it off 1 special, you're switching to mode 2.
Okay. All right, so it's Sentry versus Destroyer. I'm saying this for people watching on playback. Hopefully you just heard MCoC Encyclopedia's idea on this, and it was also thanks to Simula. And we're going to try to do this and get to the Wither, because I've now died, well, once. And Photon would be who I'd normally bring in, but I want to see this work. I do want to kind of learn a little bit more about Sentry. So we'll see if we can get that Wither going, see if that'll help us out. So get the 20 bulwarks, and then...
drop your most likely special 1 at that point.
Man, this guy really does gain buff. Oh my god.
Yeah, so whenever you dex, you'll gain 1 in your first mode. Whenever you put a debuff on him, so you're like parry, or the Holtz debuff on his special 1. So you can throw the special 1 at 19 charges, but you've got plenty of charges now.
Alright, so now I'm going to get the Wither, and how do I get the Wither? Just any...
So every hit now will apply a 10% Wither up to 10, meaning you can get up to a 100% total, which will completely shut down his power gain.
Yeah, that's the ticket right there. Oh my god.
It's really nice. Just that's it. No power gain for anyone as of 1 more hit.
Now, as someone who knows a lot about Sentry, as far as like playing him in the game, this feels pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's nice. Sentry also has I believe it's unique ability, which is against Mystics. Their base ability power rate, look at his power, it's just not going up. Their base ability power rate cannot be modified upwards. And what that means is you have 100% Wither at the moment, but if you were up against something like increased ability power, or increased combat power rate, sorry, not ability power rate, combat power rate. So something like Aspect of Evolution, where over time they gain more power when you hit them, or any of those nodes which are, 200% power gain, and so on. It can't rise above 100%, which means it completely locks them down. It just ignores that part of the node entirely.
This is wild.
I think Legacy used him in Alliance War against the big Aspect of Evolution MCoC. Very, very common placement, often taken with Luke Cage. Sentry is also a very, very good option for it.
I'm starting to actually maybe like Sentry. Don't tell him this.
But can we get? Oh no, this is being recorded.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm gonna regret that. But it is what it is. The one thing that does in this fight. So if anyone tries this fight, is this completely changes how you're taking the fight. So just make sure you adjust it. Like, I'm having more trouble pushing him over bar power, which isn't that big of a deal because I think that's much safer. But it is now something just to be aware of, just in case someone goes through. Go ahead.
Punishing his heavy gives you that short grit, meaning you can intercept him for just a moment.
Yeah, that's right. Because I'm sitting here.
That's from a node, not from a Sentry.
I'm trying to fight the muscle memory. It's happened quite a few times where I want to go for an intercept.
Oh, I know, it's painful.
I think that's why these fights get so hard over time, and why, like, although the last fight on all these lanes is tough, but it's like you've been fighting your own muscle memory for a while now, and by the time you get to the last fight, or you get to Ares himself, your brain's just like tired, like, no joke.
Yeah, Ares is tough, and I think perhaps it would be good advice. It depends if you've got boosts running and that sort of thing, but once you've taken the path, put the phone down, come back tomorrow, fight Ares on a fresh brain. Yeah,
we'll see. I probably won't do that because it's a good idea, and I don't like good ideas. But
I'm talking to the normal folk as opposed to the sadists.
To the audience. Thank you for doing that. We'll see. I may have to do that. You're on call. I'm actually surprised I've been able to converse with you and play as well as I have. You're like, really? Because you've been making no sense whatsoever, but that's okay.
No, not at all.
Dude, am I about to like Sentry?
Steady on. One play Sentry. So, as Brennan has said in the chat as well, that Sentry does have quite a few jokes about his ramp time, and that is the elephant in the room playing him. Normally on this path he can stay at 0 charges, it doesn't matter at all. But yeah, Sentry's ramp time, obviously, Nags has shown it, MSD has shown it, that you can ramp him in something like Necropolis in basically one fight. But one place no one uses Sentry is Alliance Quest. Fights are so quick, and then by the time you get to your last section, when you've taken 6 fights, so you've got 6 charges, because you're not going to do a full cycle on Alliance Quest. You basically go in, you do a few hits, a special one, and a heavy attack, and basically everything's gone. Simula says Sentry is my main champ in AQ. He sees the light. He sees the power of 1,000,000 suns, and that's a lot of light.
Yeah, it's hard to not see the light when it's 1,000,000 suns.
Exactly.
Like 1 or 2 suns, you can just put on some really good sunglasses. But 1,000,000 suns, there's nothing you can do about that.
That's a lot. That's a lot of sunglasses.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like, okay, thank you for indulging me in that joke. Out of curiosity, when you use Sentry Special 3, does it like cash out his ramp, or because that heal felt pretty beefy too?
Yes, so when you throw the Special 1, Special 2, you take all of your buffs, turn them into charges, and you move to your next phase if you are at or higher than 20. On Special... so it turns your buffs into passives as well, which is quite nice. On the Special 3, it will still turn your buffs into passives, but you get no charges. Instead, you gain a little regen for every buff you have, or for every one of your Bulwark buffs you have. So when you have 20 Bulwarks, you get 20 regen buffs. And what's really, really nice is if you can raise to Special 1 in that time, you can dump the Special 1 and convert all of those regen buffs into regen passives, which are also much bigger. So I believe the rank 2 goes from about 500 per tick to about 700 per tick. Meaning you can get all of the buff regen, throw the Special 1, and do it all again. So it is so sustainable.
I know better than to try to use him against Photon. It will not go well for me. So we're going to use Photon versus Photon. I hate this node. I forgot about this.
There is no champion I can use against Photon where it will go well.
Yeah, it's going to get ugly, y'all. If your children are watching, cover their eyes. Maybe tell them to look away for a few minutes. This could get ugly. This could get ugly. What's up, Normax? Shoot. I forgot about the node.
Oof.
Yeah, that's all right. I would see if the game felt like disconnecting, but I think I just used that trick, so...
I mean, it'll dump you out at half health. It depends if you value revives or health potions more.
I think I'm at the stage where I actually value the health potions, so I'm okay with that.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. Stupid as stupid does. Dude, oh man. If the big thing that comes out today is that I now like Sentry, I don't even know. I don't even know how to feel about that.
Maybe you need to get someone to check on that fever.
Yeah. I'll be like, honey, I need you to come home from work. MCoC Encyclopedia has convinced me that Sentry's good, and I now actually believe him.
Oh god. What have I done?
Yeah. She'd be calling her friends and be like, okay, he's actually referring to people by their, like, YouTube names.
Oh, we're using our made-up names now.
Yeah. I may be converted. Yeah, I may be. So when I was talking earlier about efficient use of my, like, revives and stuff, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I'm trying on this fight, but I'm kind of taking a little mental break here. Is it even worth trying Omega Sentinel? I don't think it is.
Who are you planning on using Sentinel for?
She was in case I really start to struggle with Adam Warlock. And
fair enough.
And then I think at least she used to. Like, there was a time where one of the most frequently said things about her was she had one of the highest base attacks in the game.
Yep.
And so I was like, well, that's good for Ares. Plus, she's got all the armor ups, so I don't mind bringing her along. Like, she feels like a good insurance policy in general.
That is true. Sentry, pretty good for Adam Warlock as well.
So
because we go into his second phase with us, power gain. No, thank you.
So I that's the thing, is we're going to continue to try to use Sentry as much as we can. She's here as an insurance policy. Okay, so This fight's just about managing your own power and managing Photon's pure light charges, right? I mean, that's essentially what this node is.
Pretty much, yeah. My sort of game plan, though I don't tend to have a game plan against Photon apart from Panic, was to use the power gain from the node to boost you up to about 2.5 bars of power, then hit her block to get the Petrify, to bring you all the way back down again. Because remember, in this fight, specials do no damage, the hits do no damage, so it's just basic attacks and debuffs. So it doesn't matter about, you know, oh, I'm not doing my perfect Photon rotation. It doesn't matter because it wasn't going to do anything anyway. Power training quite quickly.
You know, you actually can well-timed block. Who it was? You? It was someone. Was it Sim? Maybe it was Outline himself. Was talking about how their friend didn't know that. Obviously, I'm not doing it well. You can actually well-timed block the final hit of her special one, and you'll be a-okay. You just have to get out of the way of the first two as well.
You can't dex the first hit unless you're at range to begin with, so you have to parry. You can get out of the way of the second hit, and then you've got to parry the third one.
The cool thing is she didn't lose her charge at all there, so I just kept her nice and ramped up.
Nice.
Yeah, this is...
John, you're absolutely right.
This is going well. This is good. This is good.
That's what we're here for.
I'm just trying to push her to her special too, in case people are like, what's he doing?
I mean, the special 2 is also pretty lethal in pure light form.
Yeah.
But we're out of that now. So your stage fright timer is... Oh, that's 3 petrifies. That's... I think that's GG's. Yeah, so I think you want 2 petrifies max, otherwise your power drains too quickly.
Yeah.
You get le cure, or however you pronounce that node.
Well, I don't understand why you say this fight's annoying. I'm having a great time. There's no annoyance over here. Yeah.
Are you not enjoying yourself, Vega? It was specifically requested for you to enjoy yourself.
I told myself I'd have fun. I remember this is why I still... I used Null and Old Man Odin. I think even with Zuzu's advice, I still brought in Silver Sable for this.
I mean, fair play.
Yeah, because Zuzu's a hell of a player, and so is Jaeger actually. And I was like, I'm gonna bring in. I should concentrate.
I don't know if it's just yourself, and I'll open this up to the chat as well, but does anyone fight worse in certain fights? Whether it's because they feel a bit, you know, it's like, oh, it's new and threatening. Like, obviously, when I first started playing the game, then Realm of Legends was a challenge. And then you start looking at Labyrinth of Legends, and suddenly Realm of Legends is very easy, and Labyrinth is terrifying. Now I can solo Labyrinth without too much issue, but, you know, when Abyss came out, that was terrifying. And I used so many revives on that. And now, even with the same champions, nice 1 Petrify, powers staying constant, you know, Abyss isn't too bad. But, you know, Necropolis is terrifying, and so on. And now Ares has come out, and I fight him very poorly. But I can fight the Grandmaster, who was originally quite a pain for me, quite easily. I don't know, maybe I'm just chatting rubbish.
No, there's I've actually been meaning to ask DLL about this recently. I don't know, why did I... Man, I hate you sometimes.
Ooh, incoming degen.
Yeah. I did it to myself, too.
Stage fright, awful mode. Nice. 4 more hits.
See, when you actually pay attention, apparently you do better. I forgot about that note. This fight feels like one node, one champion defender ability more than I can typically handle. Like, I just totally forgot about the stage fright. Like, in fact, I was like proud of myself and mentally congratulated myself. Be like, hey, way to remember to throw your specials, bro. Good job. And then like I took the damage. It's just one above, which is why I actually liked Stables so much. I don't remember what part of the node she removed from me. She did something for me that allowed me to kind of just focus on what I could. The thing I was going to say about talking to DLL is, I wonder, it's really interesting because, obviously you know this, right? You all know this. We're all in like various chats, and I'm in quite a few, and I'm in one in particular, a variety of them actually, but there's one I'm talking about today, where every single player in there is more skilled than me. They just are. Like, there's just no. I'm very comfortable with that fact. I'm very okay with it, and I think my knowledge sets are, in the general sense there though. And it's weird because they were all complaining about the Heimdall fight. All of them. And I was like, I'm not saying that I'll go in and solo it no matter what. I'm not telling you like I could bring in 2-star She-Hulk and solo it. But I don't mind that fight. I really don't. Like, I've soloed it multiple times, and on vacation this last December, I soloed it literally laying by the pool. I think I was sick even too. I soloed it with Werewolf by Night the other day, doing that lane. And I was like, there's gotta be, I'm sure there's like, if you know game design really well, like I'm sure in classes or whatever, I would think they study that, where they're like there's a skill set a player has this will challenge, and then this other sort of mental load or physical load, like the dexterity or something of your actual hand-eye coordination, will challenge there. Like I feel strong. If no one's studying that, someone should, because of, like, kind of I think this goes a little bit with what you're saying is not everyone's going to struggle with the same stuff, right?
Yeah, like I don't know if it makes me feel better or worse, because I also don't mind the Heimdall fight. Like I say, after I'd done all the objectives for him, I took, my big onslaught, and he can drop that fight in like one special 1, special 2, because basically all of your damage in that fight gets doubled as long as you don't eat it yourself.
Yeah,
So I know what a lot of people were complaining about was him just like throwing heavies from halfway across the screen.
Yeah.
That's, okay, so be it.
So I think that at least my starting off point would be, is I think in that fight, if you accept that he's going to throw heavies like literally out of nowhere, you can isolate it purely to just watch for the heavy, just watch for the heavy, just watch for the heavy, just watch for the heavy. And like, you can just do your damage. Like, you're almost not having to pay attention to the rest of the nodes. Like, that's all you have to do. And so I think there's something about like being able to solely focus. That's why now that we're talking about it, I'm kind of thinking it through more. Is I think that's why I like Dazzler so much. Is I'm like, okay, she's handling the damage back mechanic for me. I don't even need to worry about that. So now I'm thinking about intercepts or unstoppables or whatever the node's trying to do. And so it's helping me like slice off part of the challenge. I don't know. So that I can move on with this fight. Let's at least try Sentry. Basically, I just need to knock Adam Warlock down, right? That's it.
Yeah, so if you get the soul barb on you, it is game over with Sentry. You have 20 buffs on you, probably.
Okay.
So that is going to be painful. So yes, you need to heavy attack him, I believe, after he does his specials, which is going to be interesting. If we had Sentry at 6 charges, he'd be able to stun after his first medium, which would make this fight an absolute joke. But just, as always, it's Adam Warlock. Make sure your parries are on point, otherwise you're going to be eating those unblockable hits.
Yeah, and you know what? It was on the Discord server last night, or yesterday afternoon, we were talking. Apparently, you don't have to knock him down with your heavy. You can knock him down.
You can just drop it into his pod or something as well.
No.
That works too.
Apparently, knockdowns with your special count as well. We were like, wait, what? Like, multiple people on the server were like, wait, what?
Let's see what the note says.
Not that I plan on doing a lot of... I'm not going to try to intercept, but Sentry's also nullify immune, right?
I believe so, yes. Yeah, he's immune to nullify and Fate Seal, but not Stagger, I think.
Okay.
Which is weird, but yeah.
So there it is. If the defender is struck by a heavy or special attack while the timer is active, they're inflicted with a non-stacking potency soul barb. Isn't that wild?
That is very nice. And do note that whilst the soul barb is active, you don't have to worry about it at all.
It's just crazy though. Like the Cassie Lane fight. Again, I was talking with DLL and I was like, da, 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 and he's like, well, you know, like when the miss is up, only your specials will miss, and when the evade's up, only your basics will miss. And I was like, what? Yep. He's like, you didn't know that? I was like, no. Yeah, I knew that. I didn't know if you knew that. What are you talking? I've known that the whole time. And like, I don't know why my brain, like, I've read the nodes so many times, just never caught on to that. Like,
Cassie is one of those fights where I look at it and I've got a crush to deal with, and I've got power sting, and I've got her power detonations, and I've got this evade, and I've got this miss, even on all these different things. And then I've heard other people say, oh, if you just go in with Serpent, it's basically just a duel. And I'm sat here going, what? No, it's a really hard fight. So
that's not wrong.
Yep. Very nice. And there's that big soul barb not doing any damage at all.
So remember when I said I wasn't going to go for intercepts? Apparently that was a lie.
It's a nice intercept though.
You.
I think as a community we judge the spiciness of an intercept based on how close they were to you. So if they're really close to you, it's a very spicy intercept. Got a long way away, it's just an intercept, but still a good one. So you're now in the Withers phase, so his power gain is now halved. It's heavy. One thing I'm still not entirely sure, and I might just be because I'm missing something, but when you hit into Adam Warlock's pot when he's awakened, you're meant to get stunned.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is that just basic attack or not. Is that not heavy attacks or something? But I thought I'd just keep quiet about it in case Kabam decide to fix it.
Let's wait until after I'm done with this fight.
Thank you, Mr. Simula. He's apparently Sig 1 in this fight, so it's a 10% chance. Wonderful. Special one. Very nice. So now you're in the heavy attack phase, which means you're going to need to throw heavies to get your debuffs.
Why did I do that?
Because you need to put the soul barb on him.
Oh no! Ah!
You can also dex.
No!
Oh no, no, no.
Damn it.
Damn.
The stupid special lock. What? The special lock ruined it because I was just going to throw a special.
Oh, no, but you're still alive, but now he's special 3. Oh. I mean, honestly, half down. That's not bad at all.
What's the special lock from? It's going to be from the node, isn't it?
He's got Nimrod's special lock, but as a node.
I mean, I want to say, like, I had it. Obviously, I didn't have it if you know, it's the node that came in. But I was relying on the node. Like, I didn't even try to do the heavy.
Martin, boosts don't do a huge amount on this path because, yes, more health is nice, but more damage is irrelevant because it all comes from the nodes. Your basics and specials deal no damage.
Yeah, that's true. I could at least throw that on. And I think I have a ton of the expiring. No, I thought I did. I guess I didn't.
15% orange boosts in overflow.
God, I'm irritated right now. So I went to the heavy mode because I threw specials, essentially, right? That's like how Sentry works.
Yeah, you cycled your way up there, which in this fight is actually a drawback. It's a bit annoying. Yeah,
Sentry was great, though. Like, I'm not going to take anything away from Sentry on that. That was me. As you saw, the fight was working really well. That is 100% me in the node, and I set that up. Sentry was handling it like a boss. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right.
I'm surprised his withers aren't interacting with the power alternator node. Because I know if you're using Void and his Petrifies against similar nodes, because what it does is I believe the technical description of the node.
No, you know what? I'm not going to
rather...
do any damage here. I shouldn't have entered with Photon. You can tell I'm all irritated. I'm going to take a second. Don't you have to have buffed up?
Of course you do. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm actually going to take a minute because I can tell it. That fight actually irritated me. So I'm going to take a minute. And here, I'm sharing my screen. Obviously, if you don't want to watch it, don't worry about it. Here, let's answer questions for a few minutes. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to actually have a little bit to eat. God, that fight. Like, it's so annoying because I want to go back in and try to get that solo. But, dude, like, the time just to get to Adam Warlock to try the fight and potentially not have it go well,
Yeah.
Hey, Royal, thanks for being here. What's up, Cypher? Yeah, dude, that Sentry emote's awesome. I gave Kat, like, the basic idea of what I was shooting for, and she, of course, made it even better than my idea. Are you done, MCoC Encyclopedia? Have you done the full run?
Oh, no, of course not. I've done this path with these classes. And that's it.
There's no pressure in your alliance to get your rank 4s? You know what?
I think I'm the only person in my battle group that hasn't done it 100%.
Are you going to try to do it before the season starts?
I would like to, but I don't think that's... yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be asking you these. Like,
no. It is absolutely fine. I'm probably not going to watch your Discord stream, by the way, because I'm getting echoed sound. So if you want to stop sharing for internet reasons, that's absolutely fine. Appreciate the gesture, though.
Yeah, of course. Let's see. How do I do that without? We're still here, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, dude, Carl's here. Hopefully, Carl's still here. If you are, bud, what's up? Sorry, I didn't say hi earlier.
Yeah, there's always a bit of pressure for rank 4s, but or the highest rank, whatever that is. But I think there's a certain level of expectation, which is defense will only get you so far. So we focus a lot on offense. A lot of people's, I'd say like maybe half of people's rank 4s have gone straight on defense. So we've got a rank 4 Enchantress, a rank 4 Serpent, a rank 4 Sasquatch, and so on. But I think some people have also done some rank 4 attackers. So I think I saw a rank 4 Photon floating around, and so on.
No. I'm going to try Omega Sentinel here just for a minute, just to kind of, again, I'll fully admit, I was very irritated by how that went. Sentry was doing so well. Am I going to R3 Sentry? I'm not going to not R3 Sentry. Let's put it that way. The reason why you saw me pause and kind of hesitate is I want to see, obviously I'll be ranking for someone soon. And I want to kind of see how Caban's going to basically unleash the rank 4 materials on us, in that there are materials, I think it's the tier 4 alpha, that you need to use to rank 4 a champion, that you also need to use to rank 3 a champion. So I kind of want to be, I want to make sure I don't end up in a situation where I have the tier 7 basic to rank 4 someone, but I don't have the tier 4 alpha. So I'm going to my intention is, we'll see if that works, if it actually happens, is to slow down the rate of my rank 3s. And honestly, I kind of like Sentry. I mean, like, MCoC and Encyclopedia and Nagase, I feel like they have different approaches to the game. Not necessarily like polar opposites, but like just different unique approaches to the game. And then both liking the champion is, again, something I'm like, okay, there's obviously something here. This isn't like, the champion's just cool for this one person's playstyle or enjoyment. So yeah, I mean, I'm intrigued. Like I understand the damage is only coming from debuffs, but I also know his damage can become wild. So it's not like this node set is making him do more damage than he otherwise would do, or is capable of, let's say, because I know he ramps. And then like the Wither, the being Nullify immune, a massive heal, which I love, off the SB3. Like, I'm going to at least continue to explore. Let's put it that way.
Sentry can do very, very interesting things in incursions as well, because when you drop your special, you convert all buffs on you into various effects. So the bulwarks go to passive bulwarks, and I think it's bulwarks go to passive bulwarks, regens go to passive regens, and literally anything else goes to passive furies. And it doesn't matter where they come from. Combine that with incursion nodes where you do 4% more damage per buff on you, or 4% more damage for each debuff on the opponent, and you've already got 120% more damage right there. He, can be very interesting in the incursions. Nice, here comes the special too.
Dude, why did I get stunned there?
He's Sig 1, you've got a 10% chance to get stunned.
And I gotta get it out of this.
Fun and interactive. He could have just made him unduped for this fight. I think that would have been much more fun.
Why didn't...
Nice, good corner recovery. Soul Bob.
Reach is not the greatest. I didn't mean to embarrass you there, Mega Sentinel.
Noodle arms.
Yeah, you would think she'd be able to extend those like blasters. They didn't give her. They didn't give her that for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Fantastic has a stupidly short heavy range.
This is true.
Also, Mole Man, who's literally flinging another character model at the opponent. It's like, nah.
Well, I mean, look how little Mole Man is, man. How do you?
Mole Man is an extra large character. I will hear no word to the contrary.
And I should stop trying to be funny because I just threw a medium into his block. Of course, I get.
Oh, no, you recover faster. If it's off your first hit, it looks like you can recover before he does. If it's off your second one, then no dice. Oh, incoming.
Yeah.
Oh, the damage you're taking is so low, though. That's negligible.
I got my anti-soul bar boost on.
Oh, is that what you were chatting to Dale?
Yeah. Yeah.
If only you had willpower, you'd almost be out willpowering it. I think that's game, but it's not far off.
Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. And our chat made me laugh a few times, so it was worth it. What's up, Messiah? Thanks for being here, buddy. HeatlyBros. What HeatlyBros is saying for people who aren't seeing the chat is that literally happened in my YouTube members chat. I felt so badly. Like, you know, I mean, no one can be checking chat like every hour or like whatever. Like, that's not my intention. That's not what I do there. But it was really clear. Like, one of my members wrote like I don't know. I'm just making up the times. Like at like 3 o'clock in my afternoon. Oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and they had clearly misunderstood what someone like 2 hours earlier had written. Like, it was like as soon as I read that, I was like, oh God, they misunderstood. And then I scrolled down, and sure enough, you know, I'm not checking it for like 2 hours later. The members like, Oh my god, I met Adam Warlock and I have no one who can take buffed up. And I was like, who do you have? And they wrote, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like,
How did they get through Nebula?
I honestly don't even remember. I don't remember who they said they were taking. I don't, and it was like one of those ones where like the conversation was happening on the Discord server, like in the general channel, but then in the Epoch channel, and then it came to the members thing too. So there was like 3 different channels. Like it was one of those ones where, because I tend to check a lot of the chats, I saw literally how it happened, and I was like racing to see, and then sure enough, I was like, I got to you too late. And I'm
Real time.
Yeah, and he was like, it's my own fault. I don't like,
Right. I will be back in 2 minutes, and I expect this Adam Warlock to be done by the time I'm back.
Absolutely. That was also, those of you who are watching, you saw the special one punish I did. I don't remember whose stream it was. It may have been Lags. I saw that, or it was one of the videos. Obviously, I've watched quite a few videos on this fight. It might have been Campo. I started to try to do that. I don't remember with who, and I messed it up. It's really helpful for punishing the special one and getting the heavy in, if you can do it. You're just diving in after the first beam, I think it is. I had pretty big, yeah, dude, for 1%, Blizz, that was a lot. But yeah. You just said with Nebula with, were those words? What did I just say? I just do sabaloo. I just soloed Nebula with Photon. Nicely done, Stink. Nicely done. Actually, that was Stink. Stink probably set me up for the tongue twister there, and I didn't even realize it. Campo, what's up, dude? You hate the Aegon fight? Simula, I think I hate the Aegon fight so much, I blocked out the Photon fight. The strategy on this one is land your intercepts, and then that will allow you to block him? I don't even remember what you're supposed to do in this fight.
Hit him until he falls over.
Is that it? You got to land intercepts, right? And you can't stun him. You can't parry stun him because he goes unblockable, right?
Yeah, so he's got 1,000 combo Aegon, so he'll be unblockable basically all the time, but I think you can just... He's going to root you at some point as well. I just hit him until he fell over. There's something about heavy attack, so you take some damage.
Whenever the defender finishes a special attack, unless this timer is already active, the attacker has 10 seconds to knock the defender down with a heavy attack. Intercept him first, then block. I'm an intercepting magician. People have often said that about me for years. None of these people, none of you all, but in general.
Oh,
like
okay,
people.
yeah. So the voices in your head keep saying it.
Yeah, a lot of people in my head have said it. I
love the fact you can gain a cement charge. I think that's ridiculous.
Every 8 seconds, the attacker gains a cement charge. When the attacker blocks an attack, a cement charge is removed. When the attacker reaches 3 cement charges, you can see.
So, intercept to be able to block to remove cement charges, debuffs for the win.
All right, Sentry, I believe in you. If Sentry gets 50% of this health done in one fight, I will R3 him. Yeah, I think. I don't know if I can.
Oh. You hear that, chat? We all hear that? 51%, I think the phone's going to crash. Anyone else agree? So now we need to drop a heavy. There's the heavy, very nice. So you're going to get rooted there.
That was not nice. That wasn't kind at all. What? What did I do wrong?
No rank 3 Sentry, everyone.
Well, if at any point in time, I'm going to be fair. I want to be fair. I'm not Rumpelstiltskin, man. My tests, my statements are not meant to be tricksy. What the hell did I do wrong? Like, why did I get the cement?
So you gain the cement charges over time. I think they just happen every 8 seconds. You get cemented. Once you get to 3, you get rooted. You can remove them by blocking attacks, but the only way you can block an attack is by intercepting him.
Okay, so it's essentially a way to slow the fight down. I was doing too well. And
that must be it. Sentry is too powerful.
Yeah, I think that's essentially what it was. I'm kind of kidding, but I'm kind of being serious. That node feels put in to force you to intercept, start over, sort of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, very much so. Okay. Also, remember you gain 200% striker power, whatever it's called. It's got a real name. What's it called?
Spirit.
Grace or something. Spirit, that's it.
Yeah.
So you can use that to launch your striker a lot, but keep it for when you need to drop those heavies.
Good point. Why did I just enter the Photon?
You can get that very quickly.
I don't want to do this Photon. I want to give Sentry a chance.
Man. The man out here spending his revives so you don't have to.
Here we go.
Or not spending his revives, because obviously he's going to solo the rest of this fight and then solo Ares with Sentry as well, so, we're not going to need to revive her. Nice intercept. So now we can block, but we don't need to just yet.
I think Cypher said you can punish his SV1s with... I believe him.
With heavies?
Yeah.
That's bold. Also, all of your debuffs are basically going to cancel out the clean slate nodes. We don't have to worry about that at all as well. You can definitely heavy counter the special 2s. That's pretty easy to do, so maybe that's a slight typo on that end. So we're going to need another intercept before we can parry. Cement charges on their way. So we're going to get rooted about now.
Yeah. This is, I've had a couple of people comment on some of my videos lately, and I've had a lot of people comment, but I feel like a theme in some of them is like, how can you be enjoying this? And I mean this, it's because I'm not worried about item usage. And I don't mean like, I'm just going to spend until like whatever. I mean, like I had my units, I saved them from, what the hell was the big spending event in December? Banquet. And I had my budget for this, and I'm coming well under it. And so like I can be like, I want to try to get better at this. Like I want to try to do this challenge. I want to try to use Sentry, and I think that takes so much load off of it. And so please don't take my advice the wrong way. My advice is like, is not go out and buy units until you can not care. My advice is like, try to titrate your pacing to what fits how you're playing, if that makes sense. So, I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong on that one to try to avoid it happening again.
So I think you just got... So there's a timer which controls how when you get your cement charges.
Yeah.
When that got round to its third one, I think you got rooted and just caught a little bit off guard. Because you were halfway through a dash in.
How do you control those charges again?
You block an attack.
So you kind of... Speaking of block, Scott, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for this. I wish there were more potions revives as part of the Valentine's deal for this. Seems like a missed opportunity. So, please do not like hold off or do anything based on what I'm about to say. I would not be shocked if more come for sale for literally what you just said. But as you can tell, I'm not waiting for it. So, I truly mean I would not be shocked if that happens. Let us know if you have a question or anything, buddy. I really appreciate the support. All right, I want to try to do this. So I gotta block more, essentially. Also, Sentry has like a real like he bursts through, dude. Like it's pretty impressive. On his intercept, sorry, his like medium really bursts. I don't know how else to explain that.
There's a long reach on it, even though it's a dash attack.
Yeah.
So you've got no cement charges. You've just got your first one. So that's 2 cement charges, but you need to intercept. Oh,
yeah.
No, okay, so you need to drop the heavy.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to.
Okay, so we tank the damage. It's only 33%. So you've got 2 cement charges. So you need to block a hit from him, but you kind of want to intercept first.
Yeah.
Oh, 100k. What?
And we lost the chance to. You can blocks or deck. You can block or dex the kick. Okay.
Is that? I'm presuming that's Ares' kick, Sim.
Doesn't Aegon have like a kick? Oh no, wait, I don't want to do that. I'm fine using my units. I'm well above my budget, so I don't, or below my budget, so I don't care about that. But I don't want to waste units either. Do I have any more?
This is a 7-star rank 2 Sentry, Robin.
Okay, I don't have any more of those, so that's fine. Here, we'll buy these. We will definitely be using plenty of items on Ares, so I'm not concerned about not using these, if that makes sense. Although Aegon is the last fight on the lane, isn't he?
He is.
Whatever. I'm gonna keep trying to get this fight right, and so that might get a little expensive. That's fine.
I think Noodle has got the pretty much sort of the right tempo down. Save specials to get rid of the root. Save relics for after the special one, so you can heavy him. I think that's pretty good.
Save specials. Really, that is good advice. Because it's not like the specials doing anything for me.
No, and you can use them to bust out of the root if required.
Save relic for SP1. Yeah, the relic has actually been accidental, dude. Like I said, I knew it was a bad sign when it happened so early in the stream. Probably saying, can you heavy count to SP1? Maybe that's what I think it was Cypher was saying earlier. First time caller, long time listener. What's up, Mr. B? 23,000 units. Can I do Epoch? Watch Simula's Guide. You got the right start there, Mr. B. Yeah, I would think that's going to be enough units. Remember, if you watch Sim's Guide and you really practice on Ares, your runs will get way better. Okay, so let's do this. I want to get this stupid thing.
Remember, this is fun.
So that's what I'm saying is like, I don't feel pressure, which allows us to be fun.
I actually completely agree. There's a thing that I've sort of talked about a bit on the CCP Discord on occasion, which is what is annoying. More, I'm trying to choose my words carefully. For me, I can go through an Acropolis path, sit there hating every moment of it because I'm just throwing revives at a problem, and then the day after it, I go, wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But there are other fights where I just get completely and utterly tilted, and I still look back at them with pain. And I always try and wonder why. And I think you've already done half his remaining health, by the way. You're absolutely chugging through this. And so the reasoning that I came up with is that some things in the game...
God damn it! I should have used the striker. I forced an intercept because I needed it. I should have used the striker, which is the total advice.
Man, this guy hits hard.
Yeah, but you know what? Didn't someone was it Sin that said they soloed this with Sentry? I see it. Like now that I've got the strat, I see that. Because like you just said, that I took off a lot of health there. Yeah. And that was very you still gotta land the intercept. But you know how like when you get the fight and you can tell you've got the fight now, like you understand the thing. I could tell it had happened, and that was fun. Sorry, I know I totally just you were talking. I just totally
Not at all. Sim says no, not this one. This fight sucks.
You know what else I'm wondering is if you die, is it even worth it to heal up because of the amount of damage he does in a single?
I mean, that's a lot of damage, isn't it?
Yeah, like it was single mess up and you're dead, so it doesn't really feel.
Very smooth.
Yeah, I've been practicing my light like walk up intercepts. I guess it's called.
It shows.
Thanks. So like literally, that's the fight right there, and then push him over a bar. Now, he's supposed to throw, though. You know, let's just kill him if he's going to be a butt about it.
He's got 2%.
Yeah. So you know what?
This is the part where we eat a huge amount of damage.
I think Sentry fulfilled his part of my I'll R3 him if. I think he did his job. And so, yeah, I'll R3 him.
I believe the words were, if Sentry can get 50% off this guy. I don't know if you ever said in one go.
Yeah, that's also true. And also, we just need a tier 5 science. The literal, like you're saying, also literally, not only did I not say in one go, but I said if he can. He's clearly capable of it. It was me not getting the fight down yet. So he deserves this for sure. I kind of like him. Is that weird?
Honestly, if you want to like him even more, when one day, maybe you're feeling a bit rubbish, got a bit of a headache or something, you don't want to do something hardcore, but you really want to stream,
yeah,
hop into the Labyrinth, Sentry, a couple of white Magnetos, maybe a Heimdall, and just take him on a fun run around the easy path.
Out of curiosity, how important is his awakened ability?
If I remember correctly, which I don't often, it's fairly negligible, but let me go remind myself. Yeah, so when he's hit by a basic attack, not a special, he gains a Luke Cage like indestructible. It's always 2 seconds, and it's the recharge that scales with Sig from 90 down to 30 seconds. And when he enters his next form, which is what you do by throwing your special attacks, if you have 20 or more, you go into your next form. If you have him awakened, for every one over 20, you can also pause his debuffs for a bit, so it's effectively irrelevant.
That's pretty sweet, and because that means I'm not. I actually really like him. So, all the joking aside, all this Sentry smoke break and all that, like I've had a lot of fun. I'm part of the group that's kind of made the jokes about his ramp. There's obviously a ton of utility. Like I see why people like him, and I am intentionally taking a break before we start Ares. Although I should get on it soon. I see what time it is, but I'm taking a small little break. And everything that like everyone just talked about and showed, he was really smooth for this. Obviously, you don't need a rank 3 for it. Immune to Nullify, Fate Seal, and Incinerate. We talk about Nullify immunity and it being unique in a class, and so it kind of gets my attention already. The Withers were a huge deal for me as well. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go back and watch your videos a few times, probably Nagase's as well. And the animations, the smoothness of intercepting, like that light intercept when I was able to try it, felt really smooth. It's very quick, which you obviously want in that scenario. And then I don't know how else to explain it, sports fans or NFL football fans or football fans, the only ones who are going to understand what I'm talking about. You know, they'll often talk about like a running back like bursting through the hole. Obviously, Saquon Barkley is like the epitome of this. Like the absolute acceleration when he sees the hole and he just takes off. And like as a viewer, you see it. That's what Sentry's medium burst on his elongated medium felt like to me. Like it actually caught me off guard. In fact, it created one of my deaths there. Was because I wasn't expecting him to like burst forward so much. I don't want to make a big deal about it. That's not why I took him to rank 3. But there were things about him where I was like, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Does rank up count for the quest you're already in? I don't think so. My memory or my little thing would have said that I don't know. There he is.
Should do.
He's at rank 3. Okay, so
if you
go ahead.
If you notice that he's got you can't see it because you currently got him selected, but if you rank up a champion in a quest or get them 6 zones or anything, they get the green border around them like you've boosted them. Maybe not in this screen, you might have to go back out to the main screen.
Oh, there it is.
There, you can see he's gently got a green border on him.
Actually, you know what, dude? Photon's got it for some reason. And it's red.
Photon's got a red border because she's dead.
Okay, but oh yeah, that's true. But Omega Sentinel's got the same little blue border. I know what you're talking about. And I actually, when you said that, it reminded me from like 5-6 years ago.
It's possible you've gone into the fight and come out, so it's reset the UI, but honestly, I'm now doubting myself. So
well, here's the one thing I know for certain. Is the lighting and graphics is never wrong in this game. Kabam has never once gotten the lighting nor graphics in this game ever wrong. So it is obviously you or me who's misremembering and making a mistake.
I think the truest statement one could ever say about Kabam is that the K in Kabam stands for consistency.
All right. All right. No joke, y'all. Like the first time I did this fight, I've intentionally never paid attention to how many revives I've used. So every number you're about to hear me say is fully an estimation. I would gather, after having done it now 5 times, that the first time I did it, I was probably well over 50 revives. I didn't heal, though. I went in and I was like, I just want to try to learn this fight. I was part of the Creator Summit in Vancouver. We did get to see this. We got to learn a little bit about it, and we got to see it done. And the reason why I went so far into like little bit is when I came away from that experience, I thought every part of his special was going to be randomized. And so that's how I went into this. In fact, on my Discord server, I was like, I have 18,000 units. I will be happy if I get through one fight with Ares with those 18,000 units. We obviously know that that's not, my understanding of the fight was wrong. And so that kind of shows you like how little we actually learned about the fight. But I do think it's important to say, like, I got to see it. I was aware that this was coming. And I've improved significantly. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen today. I got a headache, I feel like crap. Streaming always play worse. So please don't let this be a reflection on this, but go watch Sim's Guide. They're phenomenal, they're amazing, they're the best guides on YouTube. MCoC Noob is phenomenal. This isn't a comparison thing, but Simula is amazing. That's linked in the description. Go watch it, give them a sub, and I can tell you that my enjoyment of this fight and my skill set at the fight increased dramatically after having watched it. Okay, so yeah, and then we're just gonna go and we're gonna try to have some fun. I'm gonna try to do the fight well. I've got I actually have 2 sticky notes, 2 sticky pads here, and one of the biggest things for me to remember was that both specials have Parry Light. Parry Light. The SB1 is Dex Parry Light, and then Dex again, obviously, and the SB2, which is blue, is Parry Light, Dex. I wrote arm and all that stuff. I've not gotten to the point where I can look for the arms at all. I look for the color. So Parry Light in both. I think we're just gonna go with
maybe get a warm-up try on both of the ones you've got alive and then go for a team revive.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're gonna go.
Yeah, for anyone else, I think I took 36 revives on my first attempt against this guy.
I'm enjoying dashing around the screen with Sentry. He always had this?
Yeah, his animations weren't changed. Nicely done.
All right, I'm gonna get one more SP1. All right, I feel like I got the SP1, so that's good. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then let's practice the SP2 here. So Peri Light is in both. I'm gonna talk to myself a lot throughout this. Peri Light. Peri Light. Peri Light. Okay. Peri Light. Yeah, that's my fault. I tried to light on the second hit. Like I said, y'all, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get expensive. I actually didn't mind her for that, but I'm most familiar with Photon. What do you think? Photon, Sentry, or... You know what? Sentry's on the thumbnail. We took him to rank 3. That is a significant attack difference, though. I like having fun.
It is, but Sentry and Photon have 20,000 more health than Omega Sentinel.
There it is.
So it's entirely up to you.
Okay. I'm just going to do 50% revives until I feel like I've got a little bit of a rhythm. Save those potions.
Does saying 50% revive feel weird?
It does.
So because Sentry's L1 is so fast, it's actually pretty easy to use him to start the fight by mashing light, because it's so quick out the gate, you can almost always get that first opening going in.
This is so slow, dude. It's alright, just building up the vigors. Just getting the vigors going. Get the vigors going.
That is how you do it, isn't it? You when you die, you get more damage. It's sort of a pity mechanic, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. This will make me feel better.
So going back to what I was saying a bit ago about sort of game psychology and what's annoying and what's just not fun, I think this fight is right on the edge of what's annoying and what's not, because personally, I get tilted in the game when I don't understand what's going on or something doesn't feel fair. This fight feels completely fair, and you always say, that was me, I'm the one that messed up there. Whereas something like the Abyss Collector, just like, well, you went randomly unblockable, and then you stunned me randomly, and then I died. That doesn't feel fair, and so people get more annoyed. I think this fight feels much more fun because everything about him's in its kit, it's all guaranteed. If you mess up, it's on you.
Yeah, like, I missed the parry there. That's my fault. Like,
yeah.
There's little stuff. They're obviously like the slow speed is nice in the beginning to like help you learn, but it does once you learn them. All right, I'm not gonna be able to talk and do this fight at the same time.
No, absolutely. You concentrate. I will push noise into the abyss. One thing I do like about this fight is that no one action is going to kill you. Like his specials, they hit hard, sure, but you're not going to die from making one mistake. Oh, here comes the damage. Very nice damage. Omega Sentinel may have higher base attack, but does she have Furies?
I literally can't. I cannot slow down enough for those strikes.
Nice. Phase 2.
Alright. So the only thing with the Furies, it's nice, is my understanding is you can't actually increase your attack in this fight. Like you're once you start with the boosted, you're good. Like that attack increase will count. But the Furies will not. I believe that's correct.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But like Omega Sentinel's armor ups would. I just kind of want to have fun trying Sentry because he's on the thumbnail.
Like, I remind myself of his kid.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
The opponent's attack and critical damage rating, special attack multipliers, and perfect block chance are locked to their starting values, and they are immune to grit, indestructible, death immunity, and immortality. There we go. See, Vega's very cheekily using the corner here, so it's easier to punish Ares' heavy attack. That's what we're going for.
Damn it. Oh my god. Ares. Yeah, I know. Like, I'm responding to the chat right now. It's like, I'm like, no, I want to use Sentry, but I'm like, every time I mess up, I'm like, Photon would do more. Photon would do more. I'm gonna give Sentry like 2 more tries and see if I can get the fight down. If I get a good rhythm, I'll just stick with it and have fun there. If I can't get a good rhythm, then we'll move to Photon and just get as much out of each revive and health pot as possible. I really want to use Sentry, but I'm not going to kick myself in the nuts over
Please
it.
don't let me convince you to use Sentry.
No. This is like, I want to have fun. Like, I've been making fun of Sentries since December. So I want to. But at some point, you got to like accept, hey, dude, this ain't going so good, you know?
Yeah, every champ's good for something. Thoughts on unawakened 7-star Mantis for a Thronebreaker player? Is that I mean, Mantis absolutely slaps. She's got a very, very big special too, which will delete pretty much anything on her path. I took mine to rank 3 unawakened. Admittedly for war defense, but you know, she's a good champion. Very good photon count as well if you need one of those.
Dude, the speed of this.
I mean, for those sections where it's just you've got a parry, can't you just like mash the screen and hope it carries through?
I guess.
I can't say I've tried that, but Nice. I saw that rogue light attack in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Robin is saying you can't just mash it for those sections, so maybe don't try and time it on the swords, just spam that screen.
Okay. Yeah, we're switching over to Photon. As much as I want to try to have fun with Sentry, like I said, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna hurt myself. I know I'm gonna lose out on a few vigors, but I'm okay with that. And we'll get those vigors back.
It's one special one, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll get our vigors back pretty fast, so I'm not sweating that. Okay, let's go.
Can we have some hashtag Photon solo in chat, please?
And I'm not going for intercept. Well, as I said, I'm not going for intercept. I go for one because it felt like it was available.
Nice. You have that heavy punish down. That is really nice.
Yeah. Dude, I felt like I got that. Obviously, I didn't. That was the distance. I'm not used to him throwing his special from that far away. That was interesting.
Still alive.
I'm about to sound like DLL with the grunting.
It's fine. 1% is all you need. Oh, never mind.
All right. I saw the comment about the eyes. Thank you. I think that's something that maybe one day, because they've said that we're going to see Ares more. And I really like that concept. You know, obviously it won't be the same fight. That might be something that I move to, but again, like, I'm not even able to watch the shoulders, like the arms. I know that's another tell. Like Sim goes over the various tells. I am not there, and I hate to say this, like I'm too old. Like I joke about it. Honestly, I don't know if that's possible for me. Like all joking, like I am not joking. I know I like to joke around. This is a pretty good run for me. Like I'm not kidding. Off stream, I'm nailing the dexes a little better. Like multiple times, I've just had the timing wrong. I know what I'm supposed to do. I just am not. But I appreciate the support, and I know you guys are saying that stuff to be helpful, and I appreciate it.
Man, if only the path nodes carried over to this guy so we could do 2% of his health for every debuff. Nice.
Stay alive, Photon.
I will survive.
Yeah.
Sorry, copyright strikes incoming. for my perfect singing. There's 100,000 subs on my channel by the end of the year. There will be a karaoke stream. Nice. One thing I'm surprised we didn't see in this.
God damn it! Ah! What was that, bud? Don't mind me. Don't mind me just yelling. No! God!
I mean, apart from the fact I can't stream this, I try and keep my channel fairly family friendly, and if I could stream this, I'd probably have to break that rule. So
I am struggling to not use words I don't typically use. Because and that's like again why I enjoy the fight is like don't know how to explain this because I get it. So people are like, no, it feels cheap. And I'm like, trust me, I know. Like the first, I think you almost had to like experience the Abyss Grandmaster. Dude, that thing was like, at least this in comparison feels like every single time I've messed up or like something's gone wrong, I'm like, I messed that up. I could have done that. Not, dude, how am I supposed to do that? There's just no way. Hey, what's up?
I think this
Joey? And no, this is MCoC Encyclopedia. All right.
Hello. I think what this in fight does very well is it embodies the difference between easy, hard, simple, and complex. This fight, at its core, is pretty simple. It's just do what he says to, but it is hard to do so. Whereas someone like the Abyss Grandmaster is an incredibly complicated fight, but once you know what you're doing, it's not too bad. Like, it's not great, but it's not too bad. This fight, very simple, but quite difficult. Unless, of course, your Vega is going to solo it right now. I wonder if myself and Bitter are from the same area, Sim. Well, I'm afraid I don't know where Bitter's from. I know where Trappy's from, but we have rather different accents, myself and Trappy. Although I live about 50 miles from Trappy, I think. So, there you go. Oh, he's from London. Oh, then no, I'm not from London. I've been to London a few times. It's fine. Not for quite some time, though. Nice. He's got the special one punish. Photon is hitting properly now. Comes the special 2.
No, what happened? Why?
That's going well. Oh, your last medium didn't quite connect. Oh no, hang on, I've got a delay in my playback. Okay, still alive.
But like, that's a great example of I can do this. Like, I don't know how many special dexes I got in a row. It might have only been like 3, and they were each one. Like, someone even asked, so like, how are you supposed to practice this without like doing the lanes? It was like you can't. You got to do it. And that's part of the like the rub. Let's call it. I think that's part of the rub of this. It's like practice obviously helps tremendously, but you can't practice without doing the lanes.
I mean, that run there, you got 3 million health off him in that one run.
So I think that's where it allows a person like me to feel good. Is, yeah, I'm using items or whatever. I don't care. I feel like I did something meaningful, you know? Like as far as like his health bar is concerned, the numbers I'm seeing on my side. What's up, Shibby? Fuzz, what's up, dude? Let's go back in. Peri Peri light. Like, that's literally what I'm saying to myself over and over. Peri light. Orange, red, dex, blue, light, Peri. And then you just do Peri light.
What happens when you go to Nando's, Vega? You must order Peri light, right? Because you can't have Peri spicy. Right, so we've got medium and heavy for his reversal counters.
So I don't even try to do those. I've done them, I thought, and they don't work. And that was very upsetting to me.
That is fair enough.
Shoot, I forgot about it. That's not one of the times where I think I did them right and they didn't work. Just to be clear.
Medium light this time, so that's just the normal one. That's nice.
And I'm getting a phone call, so that's fun.
Yeah, very, very smooth on that special one counter.
I gotta remember to stop punishing it. The phone call finally ended, so my watch is no longer vibrating while I'm fighting.
So medium light is just regular punish.
Thanks for that call out, because that allowed me to go in and punish when I was really working to not.
So you've got Dex medium, which is the risky one, but you can, after the special, just dash back and medium. It does work, but it's up to you if you want to go for it.
Thanks again for that call out.
There you go. So you've got Dex medium again.
No! That's on me. Thanks for those call outs, dude.
And Ors.
Yeah.
I know when some of the people in Salty were doing this, they were sat in a Discord server and basically calling it out for each other.
Yeah, no, it is honestly helpful. I meant it when I said I'm going to try to not do that, but then that means you got to think about not doing a thing that you've been doing the whole fight. Like, that's where the fight does start to get a little like, it's, again, I don't know. It starts to fight muscle memory that you've been building up previously. Damn it, I just awakened the wrong champion. Or not awakened,
I mean,
but...
That run was another almost exactly 3 million health.
Yeah. That one felt good. What's up, Strand? Thanks for being here, bud. Go Birds, dude. You got that right. And I'm not going to heal anymore because I'll just degen down. Although the degen is slow. Maybe we should.
I think it might be worth it in the final phase, but... Yeah, I suppose at this point, is a special 2 going to... You know, are those minigun shots going to end you?
All right, here we go. Very, very light. Very, very light. Okay, I gotta stop diving in.
So you've got Dex, or dash back and medium as your counters. You've got Dex medium again. Nice. You've got medium special attack, so hold on to your special 1.
Too late.
Whereas...
Yeah, in fact, I had to think, and so that that messed me up. Not you.
Sorry.
No. That's what I wanted to be clear. Not you messed me up. I had already thrown my special, and I knew it, so then I was thinking about that. So it's just like, yeah. No, your call-outs are, like, outrageously helpful. That might be the next level of advice, is like, if you could have someone on call with you to call that out, it would be very helpful. Because again,
you use Mega Sentinel.
It's just one less thing. Actually, I'm going to save her for the very, very final phase.
No, fair enough.
Because it doesn't matter, right? Like,
yeah.
All right, come on. Parry light.
So you've got medium special attack.
That's my fault. That's like completely 100% on me.
Abdo knows how this game works.
Yeah, seriously. All right, come on. What time is it? Shit, we gotta hurry.
So we got dash back and medium, but we are now in the last phase, so he's now got Enchantress powers.
Good, good, good. I was really thinking, like, he needs more help.
So it's paused.
No. Okay, I need to take a second to clear my head, because I now have time pressure. So rushing won't do us any good, and I really want to get this done on this stream. Y'all have been with me way too long to not. All right. Very light. Very light. Very light. Very light. Okay.
Good evening, Jason. How are you doing? So we've got medium light, so it's just regular punish.
You see what I mean? Like, didn't I do a medium light? If I didn't, I'm open to it, but that's an example of, like...
Oh god, maybe I've got a delay on it via bad special attacks.
Whatever.
So you've got... Yeah, I'll stop talking till the stream's caught up, sorry. Yeah, so I'm a few seconds behind.
You know what, buddy? That's all part of the show. It's all part of the magic.
Yeah, I'm just here for everyone's entertainment. There we go. Right, I think I'm caught up now. So we've got dash back medium. Nice, so he's got his haste passive because everyone loves fighting Enchantress. Very nice striker. Right, everyone. Final phase. I thought you were here for our edification. I'm not sure what you mean, Abdo. Maybe you need to edificate yourself. Very smooth on the special too.
Okay, that felt like a good run, though, at least.
That was a good run. Very good
What's
run.
up, Abdo? Thanks for being here. What's up, J-Will? We gotta hurry. What was that call all about? So far, we're so good. So far, so good. Thanks, Sim. Appreciate it, buddy. We're just gonna use Omega Sentinel just to try to get some intercepts, kind of like clear my head a second.
Moral improvement? I think you've got the wrong person there. If you are here for sarcasm and slightly bad puns, now we're talking. He's got that haste passive, so no intercepts.
Yeah. We dead.
Medium heavy. Oh, no.
We dead. All right.
Oh, he's got the sneaky team revives. We've mastered the
Don't pay attention to that. That didn't happen. You didn't see that. No one saw nothing.
And now for our first attempt at this phase with Sentry.
No. Uh-oh. Gameplay starting to go.
And now for our first attempt with a Mega Sentinel.
We're so close, I can taste it.
Oh yeah, when I did this phase, it was literally, I got 4 or 5 intercepts with Titania, died, went again, did that 10 times. Jobs are good. Nice.
I can tell the gameplay's going though, like I'm having trouble adjusting to quick stuff.
Yeah, it's when the brain starts heating up.
Yeah. Yeah, like anytime he does a double, like he dashes and then goes in with another medium, like I'm literally struggling to even get out of the way. Yeah, we're in the end game now. This is like where the bug of he should be losing a charge every time we go into the fight, and like I get it, but this is where it's like this could take. I've had this wonderful experience. I'm talking about how much I love the fight, but as this goes on, it starts to make me be like, I should be done. I should be done. Like, and it starts to feel annoying when it really shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be that case. When I went through this, when I did this the first few times before I had learned the dexes, it was annoying. It took an overall positive experience and put like a really not fun flavor into it. Let's call it.
Yeah, it's there for a meme, so it's like, oh yeah, you can spend 99 revives and still get through this, but so I've spent 10, so I expect 10 charges. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
God, love that Sentry medium.
Very light. Yeah, that one was wrong from the get-go. Again. All right, we're just going to get there. We might have to just intercept all the way through. Oh, it's fixed? Oh, nice, Laser. Thank you, buddy. That's great to know. Photon's still alive. Let's go, Photon. Come on. You did a lot of the heavy lifting.
The honor.
Oh, yeah, Laser's correct.
Nice.
Well, shoot. Give me something new to be annoyed at.
I mean, what else apart from the entire fight?
Yeah, baby. Woo! Trust me, I get it. In a world full of solos, this was a lot of items. I am so okay with that. Thank you, MCoC Encyclopedia, for being on call with me, helping me out so much. Everyone in the chat, thanks for being here. Like, I know all y'all are trying to be, you're not trying to be helpful. You are being helpful and encouraging. Thank you so much. Go watch Simula's guides. Save yourself items. Every good run you saw there that I just had was due to watching that guide and practice. Literally, that's it. And it would have been a lot uglier without either of those things. Dude, thanks a lot. Oh, Scott Block, thank you so much for the incredibly generous donation. MCoC Encyclopedia, dude, thanks for being here for this. That was amazing.
No worries.
Yeah. We got some stuff to open up, y'all. We got some stuff to open up, and like literally, because I didn't hit record in time, go watch Simula's guides. Every single thing you saw me do well was due to watching the guide and then practice, and like taking each time I went against Ares and just like trying to do a little bit better each time. One of the biggest, actually, I'll just shout it out right now, was in the beginning of my runs with Ares. I know that he's supposed to be more aggressive the farther you are to your side of the screen. So I kept trying to do that because I was trying to just get the intercepts. But then what happened is I would get cornered, or if he decides to go passive, he just gets to a special 3. You're SOL. So once I like kind of learned the evades, I was able to then put him on his side of the screen, and then the evades, you get significantly more charges off than just by via an intercept. So like that was a massive difference for me in that fight. We are going to open up the 3-4 gem first. I will, as I said or at the start of the stream, I will almost certainly not be ranking a champion to rank 4 today. Then we'll go to the class gems, then we'll do the Titan and the 7-star. The reason I'm doing the 3-4 first is because I can't find it. That's number 1. And 2 is because in case it plays a role in the Nexus crystals. So don't forget to sell my is there any reason to, like, now? Would that be helpful to the... Let me know. Don't forget to sell...
I don't believe there's any reason to do it now, but okay. I think a lot of people have just forgotten.
So the only... I know a lot of you are like, wait a minute, what about America? And, like, don't get me wrong, I love her. She is, like, one of my favorite champions. Again, as I always point out, that's an America Chavez action figure. It's a doll, but it's an action figure. But I truly will even have to like pause if it's Mystic. I wanted my first. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for some of you who haven't seen it. Stupid Kashala, it's a great video. You should watch it. So there is like no bad. These are all good for me, which is really rare when you open up a crystal in MCoC for you to genuinely feel like I am equally as excited about all of them. There's a lot of champions I want to take to rank 4, and I'm really lucky that I have a lot of options in each class. So, okay. I will admit that this is probably the one where I have the least amount of options, and you know what? We'll cover it another time. I'm still very happy about that. Let's go ahead and open up the class crystals really quick, and then we'll do the Nexus. The one of the reasons skill is the one of the ones I would want the least is because I actually don't have 2 of the champions that I would most want to consider. I could go get one. I don't know if I have enough units for it though. We'll see. So let's spin this out. I would love for this to be Punisher 2099 because I really want him awakened. He's not awakened yet, and if he gets awakened, he'll go to rank 3 very, very soon. Or Prowler. Prowler would be awesome. Yeah, that's fine. That makes him a little bit better of a defender, so I'm not upset about that. There's so many champions in the pool now that, like, you know, I've watched a lot of these openings from people now, and almost everyone has the same experience. So, like, one crystal was good out of the whole pool. So, you know, it just is what it is. Okay. Unfortunately, the champions I don't have that I would want, they're not in this crystal. It would be Massacre and Patriot. Massacre and Patriot. Neither of them is in this crystal. So I obviously can't get them. Chioth, Crossbones, Shang-Chi would be the ones I'd most want. It is what it is. Yeah. All right. R4 Gwenpool. Let's do it! Yeah, because I really like the synergy with Isophine. I R4'd a synergy champ. All right. This is good. We're getting all the bad luck out of the way. Bad luck out of the way. Let's clear it out. Let's clear it out. Science. Photon. Yeah. Pretty much Photon. Titania wouldn't be upset. Getting some things, Sigs on Thing wouldn't be bad. Because this isn't my 4 gem, it's not like it doesn't feel overly a big deal. Spot. I used to love playing Spot. I think I need to try to go back and play him more and see how that's feeling. And I sig on this, 100. That could be a lot of damage. Patriot buff isn't slated till June. That's correct. Maybe remind me at the end of this, and I'll try to explain that. I'm in a slight time crunch here. I wasn't kidding at the end of this stream. This cosmic Serpent. I think Serpent would be the one. Oh, or a Nova. getting Nova awakened would be really cool. So Serpent, Nova, Gladiator, getting Sigil and a Gladiator. I really think that would open up a lot of playing him. You're like, oh, hey, that's pretty sweet. Okay, I'm pretty pumped up on that. That's awesome. Okay, I'm really, you know, if you're taking Nova up, I think a lot of it's for Battlegrounds usage, and you want that SIG really high. You want that SIG really, really high. So that's a big dub. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Thanks for being here. What's up, Bud Neil? Thanks for being here, buddy. That's cool. Okay, I'm pumped up on that. My dog's named Nova, right? That's cool. Yeah, we're not gonna have enough for that. Okay, so Mystic, America Chavez, Werewolf by Night. Basically, I'm just like asking for SIG levels here on this. Juggernaut, I guess, would be cool, but again, this is all just SIG levels. So, all right, cool. I mean, that's really good. I actually like the Nullify on Jugs. I know a lot of your super high skill, high tier Battlegrounds players, I think sometimes don't even want him awakened. I don't know if they still feel that way. But I like him. I think he's really good. I enjoyed using him in Epoch a little bit and in questing. So, okay. So now, let's go to the 7-star Nexus. And I don't know what's left of the champions I desperately want to awaken, because we got Nova now, so... Kushala. I love seeing that. I think we gotta go Photon for just BG defense. She was so awesome. I think she's like a perfect champion for our game. So good defensively, offensively, not broken, not overpowered. So she's the one that I would be putting 6 stones into. So yeah, I think that's actually a big win for an account as mature as mine with as many champions I already have. That's actually a huge win. Okay, so I meant what I said about the skill. So those of you who don't know why this is kind of a big thing is I actually have a skill awakening gem too. So yeah, if I'm not gonna say for sure that I would pick Patriot if he's in here, but he's pretty high at the top of my list of the most wanted for this. Come on, I keep opening so I can get Patriot. Come on, dude, show up. MCoC Encyclopedia still there, bud?
I'm still here.
You have strong feelings on Leader or Hitmonkey's SIG ability?
So the Leader's one's quite nice. It gives him a steadfast passive. He can also gain additional duration on his Furies, and he can place additional debuffs on intercepting. I know there's a lot of conversation about him on defense in your server in particular, so
yeah,
I don't see a huge amount of value in Hitmonkey's awakened ability, so unless you want 6 on Shatra, I would say Leader's the pick.
If I remember correctly, Shatra's escalating SIG is like, there's like almost no reason for it.
Yeah, like it's a bit more regen.
Yeah.
And then she might play some more vulnerabilities, but unless you're in a very, very high buff matchup, I think Leader's the way to go here. Perhaps no one's first pick, but certainly an interesting option.
You know what? Yeah, Abdo's saying Monkey SIG is pretty useless too. I mean, Monkey does everything I think I want him to do already. And, God, I wanted Patriot.
Because Hitmonkey's SIG only does stuff when the opponent is below 25% health, unless they're a Merc, but they are few and far between.
Yeah.
And all it then does allows his like forms to last a bit longer, but that's fairly irrelevant because you get them back in 3 hits. And you can reduce their defensive ability accuracy. But even that caps out at SIG 200, it's only 40%, and it's for a quarter of the fight.
And just to kind of show like the evolution of the game and why we always talk about like, well, when people say like, who do you want or whatever, it's like what mode are you using them in and that sort of thing. When I use Hitmonkey and BGs, which isn't abnormal, one of the things I enjoy doing is using his ability accuracy reduction to try to take like a Herc. And so I see how this would be like, while the opponent is below 25% health or as a mercenary, Hitmonkey passive reduces defensive ability accuracy. I think that's got to be defensive ability accuracy for her. Yeah, because I've turned it off before.
Yeah.
But like, I mean,
620, it's what, 14, 15%?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So I've meant it because sometimes people ask, like, you really like the leader? I'm like, actually, I kind of do. The leader is 12.
Before you know it, Vega's only going to be using science champions that he didn't like last week.
I know. So that's the thing with science, though, right? It's just like. So those who don't know what a steadfast buff is, you may have explained it. I apologize, but is while active, unblockable attacks can be blocked. Yeah, I think we gotta go leader. All right.
Because that steadfast passive does apply to Chavez's special too, if you get caught out by that.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a great, like, very real thing that we've all
We've all died to that.
No, leader's not getting buffed. I thought it was Sim. Do you have enough for a normal time? I think I'm getting close, but I'm not there.
There's some more shards.
Nah, we're still a ways away. It's Battlegrounds. Yeah, I'm not close enough to shoot.
I don't think you're going to be making that up.
Yeah, there's no way. Because like Titan shards aren't for sale anywhere.
No, you can't buy them.
Obviously, I'm not that far away. Like, hopefully I can hit it before Patriot leaves. And as people pointed out, his buff is still a ways away. So I'll tell you, I'll let everyone know kind of what I'm thinking here, and then I got to go. There's obviously Crossbones, who I, not that long ago, just like 3 months ago, saying like the best skill champion in the game as far as 7-stars are concerned. I meant that, and I still mean that if Battlegrounds is your priority. And it was at my time. Like we did the top 10, so it's like, hey, I'm ringing for Battlegrounds and fun. I've since then lowered that priority a little bit. I still want to do well in Battlegrounds. I still enjoy the mode, but I've talked about this at length, so I'm not going to go over it too much. And I've also now taken Chill to rank 3. And she's so damn good. She's so damn good. I also really like Shang-Chi. Again, this is kind of like that hybrid of Battlegrounds questing. Fun. I don't think I like Battlegrounds enough right now. I'm not prioritizing enough to take Bullseye to rank 4 because I think that would be a real option for most people who are really into Battlegrounds. Could also
you are considering going back to high tier Alliance War.
I am.
Everyone will have a rank 4.
So here's actually,
but
yeah,
a rank 4 Atuma would walk you in anywhere.
So I think that's, and I actually like Atuma. I do.
I know.
And so here's what I'm going to do. This is pretty much what I was pretty sure I was going to do, and why I started off the stream saying like, I don't think I'm going to rank 4 someone today. Is I'm actually going to ask the Illuminati, and I realize it please, empty and Encyclopedia, feel no responsibility to respond here. Literally, it's the first time any of them are hearing it. He just happens to be on call. I'm going to ask them to give me their thoughts on what they would advise. I think that'd be a cool ass video, and going over it, and then I will not necessarily rank 4 a champion. On Saturday, we're doing the live stream celebrating the 50th tier list anniversary of the Illuminati and the general tier list. I've been doing it for 50 months with this group. And so we're celebrating that. I will be live streaming. Part of the live stream is a Battlegrounds matchup with Barrowman versus Andrew the Rough. I know you all want to see that. Best of 9. Let's get that beef settled, right? So that's going to be live. We'll do a whole bunch of other stuff. It's going to be awesome. And on that stream, I will either rank 4 champion, or I will say I'm holding for Okoye, I'm holding for Patriot, or I'm going to go out and get Masakre. But I want to hear all this from the Illuminati first. I think that'll be a fun video. I gotta go. MC Encyclopedia, dude, thank you so much for being here. Go subscribe to that guy. Scott, thank you so much for the incredibly generous donation. Everyone in chat, thanks. I appreciate it. The camaraderie and like the cheering on means a ton. Sim, thanks for being here. Go subscribe to Stimula so you can get better at that fight and the whole quest as well. I think that's it. MCSC Encyclopedia, will you take us out, bud?
Sure. Bye, everyone.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.